Welcome to Just the Good Bits. Today we're going to do an unboxing and a review. Let's do the unboxing first. This is the Hamilton Beach 22 quart electric roasting oven. Well, that's a mouthful. So let's open it up and see what we got. It holds up to a 28-pound turkey. It says fits a 28-pound turkey. This is like a giant crock pot, folks. The box is empty. Set that aside. Okay, we have the manual, the lid, and from the pictures on the inside, it looked like it might be plastic, but it's enamel covered, and you can see it's metal on the inside. It's vented. Pretty good construction. We have a roasting rack. We have an oven rack, and the oven rack actually has feet on it, so it'll hold the turkey or whatever roast you're roasting actually up off the bottom, so it gets air underneath. That's good design. It's got handles to lift it up when you need to. So far so good. It folds up to go out of the way. Have a heavy enamel pan. Heavy enamel pan. It's covered in enamel, kind of like the old canning pots. Then you have the body, which really looks fancy. It's a stainless steel finish. It looks good. And it's got a dial, so you can dial the temperature from 150 to 450 and somewhere in between for warming. Overall, the construction of it and the quality feel of it is good. We're going to continue this review, and we're going to be doing a bone broth. We're going to use this like a stock pot. And what we're doing here, we're following the instructions, and we are burning off any of the smells that you first get when you use it. And what it says is you set the dial to minimum, which is down here, plug it in, turn it up to the desired temperature, and you let it preheat for 15 minutes with the lid on.
Every time you use it.
Every time you use it. And we wanted 350 to make sure we got that smell off. We're not roasting a turkey, we're making bone broth. We set it at 350 to make sure it burned off. So we're probably going to turn it back down to about 200 degrees to actually do our bone broth.
Well, not in the beginning.
Okay, what are we going to set it at? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's set at 350, so it comes up to temperature because it's going to have a lot of liquid in it.
Okay.
So,
here's our vegetables. We got mirepoix, onions, carrots, celery. You can tell it's hot. Got 8 quarts of water. We also have 2 bay leaves in there. We have 2 turkey legs. Use what you can get to make your bone broth. Preferably joints. You want to get that gelatinous stuff. That's legs got a joint on the top and the bottom, so legs are good. We got turkey necks, lots of joints in there, gelatinous. More turkey necks. Chicken legs. If you'll excuse the jerk around, I'm going to give you a good look inside there.
This is 4 quarts.
Another 4 quarts.
2 quarts. 4 total. It's 4 quarts total.
We're putting a total of 4 quarts of water in
So far.
so far.
Is it quarts?
So honey, how much water total you got in there? 10 quarts.
12 quarts.
Don't you think that's where we need to stop?
Do you? I can't take it up to the top. It ain't a crock pot, maybe not.
Don't know what we're doing, so I think I'll stop there just to
So
be able to
that's
say something.
12 quarts.
Okay, 12 quarts of water. And I don't know how many pounds of meat. We didn't actually count that.
2 tablespoons of salt going in and a tablespoon of pepper.
Do we have pepper?
I'm just going to estimate it. That's not a tablespoon, but we're going to leave it. So okay, so now we put the lid on it and leave it. Right now we have it at 350 degrees. We want it to come up to temperature. I'm going to check it and say an hour.
It says hot service, so make sure you use a hot pad all the way around. Keep it out of reach of children. And the stock is simmering. We had a little bubbling all the way around the edge, so we turned it down.
You turn it back up.
Just a little bit. Like I said, we don't know where.
No, it was rolling.
Yeah, we'll come back and do this again.
Yeah, 350.
We'll put the lid, cut that.
See, it's a slow boil. It's simmering.
So simmer 212 is boiled. Yes, it's not boiled, but it's got a little bubble here and there. That's perfect.
Yeah, it isn't boiling, but there's a little movement. And that's set on 250, just a little bit over 250. So it should set a little bit over 250 in order to get the 207 to 208 temperature, which is just under boiling. So that's where we want it, and that's where it's going to stay for the next 2 days. All right. It's 48 hours later. Whoop. Have to remember, you need to use a hot pad. So first off, I'm going to turn off my thermostat and unplug it. Is that one? All right. Woo. And you see, unlike a crock pot, now this is something to remember. With a crock pot, you get very little evaporation of your fluids. And if you can remember, you see this line here, if you can see, that's where the water was. So actually you lose a good bit of water or liquid when you're using your roaster oven for a crock pot. However, the amount of liquid you get and broth that you get far outweighs the lack of. So now I just use whatever you have. I use this Japanese, or it might be Chinese style strainer. And I'm also going to strain my broth. I'm going to strain it again. Once I put mine in mason jars, and let me show you. I don't use a ladle. I use a 2-cup glass pitcher or measuring cup, so that it's easier, because it's just the amount is too much to use a ladle. And I put them in canning jars. Like this is a quart wide mouth canning jar. The wide mouth just makes it easier to get the liquid in, to pour the liquid in. You can use one of the funnels for canning, which would make it so much easier, and you'd get virtually very little spilling with that. But this is what you do. You just get your fluids. I mean, you get all your meat and stuff out of your pot. And I'm going to show you here my little setup. Let's see. I put it in a colander with a larger bowl underneath. That way I don't actually lose any of my precious bone stock. So that's the way we make our bone stock, or that's how we're going to make it from now on, because this is the first batch. And very pleased with it. Oh, so pleased with this. Ring the bell if you want to continue to see our videos, and thank you for watching. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us out. Thank you.